Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This time I'm going to be dressed up as Waluigi because, well, why not? Out of all the makeups I've done, I don't think I've ever done a Nintendo makeup before. So I thought I'd start with Waluigi, just because he seems really theatrical to me and I just really wanted to see if I could translate his design into a makeup, so hopefully I did it justice. So if you'd like to learn how to do this makeup, stay tuned. Okie dokie, so to start this makeup off, I'm going to talk to you all about the prosthetics I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using 3 pieces for this look, one of which isn't completely necessary, I just think it will complete the look. And these pieces are as follows. Bam! Yeah! So the first piece is an elongated chin. I love using big chins whenever I do full character makeups because it makes the whole look really cartoony. The second piece is a really large nose. This one's actually a witch nose, but I really like the bump on the bridge. I just think it will look really, really good for this makeup. And the third piece, which is the one that I meant that could be optional for this makeup, is some devil-tipped ears. The reason why I want to use these is just because he does seem to have really high pointed ears and I really want them to like kind of stick out when I pop the hat on, so I thought these would be really good. So these prosthetics are made of foam latex. They're really nice and lightweight and they have beautifully thin edges. I actually got all of these from mostlydead.com, so I'll pop a link on the screen there if you wanted to check them out. They are pretty fabulous if I say so myself. There'll also be a more direct link in the description bar below that will get you a discount off your first order, which is pretty fabulous. So before we stick on the prosthetics, I'm going to block out both of my eyebrows, so I'll pop a link on the screen up there. That link will take you to a video that I did in the past to teach you how to block out your eyebrows, just so I don't have to do in this video to make it that much shorter. So I'm going to block out my eyebrows and we shall go from there. And there we go. So now I've blocked them out. They do already kind of look like his eyebrows, which is really funny and unintentional. But yeah, so now they are blocked out, I can start applying the prosthetics. So I'm going to start with the chin piece and then work up. So to stick foam latex down, you need a really nice prosthetic adhesive. I like using Prostick. And to apply the Prostick, I take a cotton bud, dip that in the Prostick, and apply that to the inside of the prosthetic that I'm going to be using, then apply some to the corresponding area, so in this case, my chin. I wait a couple seconds for it to go tacky, and then I take the prosthetic, line it up, and then stick it down in the middle first, and then push away towards the edges. That way it's completely flat and we have no ridges or air bubbles. And because I'm using quite small prosthetic pieces, that method also applies to the nose prosthetic and the ears. So I'm just going to go apply my prosthetics, and we'll see what it looks like. There we are, so now all the prosthetics are applied, I can start working on blending out the edges. So to do that, we take another cotton bud and some more Prostick, and we apply it to all of the edges, rolling away, going in one direction away from the prosthetic, all around all of the edges, and then we let that dry. That way it seals all of the edges in and it makes them blend off into the skin to make them look a little bit more seamless. So we're just going to go do that. So now that everything's nicely blended, I can start working on the mouth detail. So I'm going to be drawing on the teeth just because it's a lot more iconic of his character, plus it makes the whole look really cartoony. So to do that, I'm going to take a makeup pencil. This is a Kryolan face liner in black, and I'm going to start roughly tracing out the shape that I want. Obviously, when you draw the mouth on, you make sure to leave enough space between the nose and the lip so you can stick down a fake moustache later. So let's start drawing on this mouth. Then, once I've got the rough shape mapped out, I can take a white watercolour, I'm using one by Superstar, and I can start colouring in all of the individual teeth. Then, to add a bit of dimension to the mouth, I'm going to take a black cream by Makeup Forever and I'm going to apply that going along the bottom of the teeth and then blend it upwards. I'm also going to be applying it to the sides of the fake mouth and blending it towards the middle. So there we are, it just makes the teeth look a little bit more 3D. So then I can work on the foundation. So I'm going to be using a peach watercolour, also by Superstar, and I'm going to apply that all over my face, my fake chin, my fake ears and my neck. Not my nose though, because that's going to be a different colour. So then we can paint the nose. So his nose is a beautiful, beautiful bright pink. So I'm going to be using a magenta watercolour, also by Superstar, to apply it over the entire nose and then taper it away ever so slightly so it fades off by about 1 centimetre into the foundation. So then I can take another cream by Makeup Forever. This time I'm taking a brown cream, and using that I'm going to apply it around the bottom half of the fake mouth and then blend the colour away to simulate a bottom lip. So then I can move on to the eyebrows. So I'm going to be taking a black Superstar watercolour for this, and I'm going to be making them quite low down, possibly lower than my own natural eyebrows that are blocked out. Then they're going to go really high up and then arch down. You don't tend to see much of his eyebrows because of the hat, but from what you can see, they are very, very dramatic looking. So then we can work on the blue that he has around the eyes. So I'm going to be using a blue shimmer just because I think it'll look really nice and make the eyes pop. The one I'm using is called Ziva Shimmer by Superstar, another fabulous watercolour. And I'm just going to apply that underneath the eyes and then blend the colour downwards. So the next step is something I've really looked forward to, and that is to apply the iconic moustache. So I was going to draw the moustache on, but I really wanted to come off the face, so for that reason I made my moustache out of cardboard. Yeah. So they're both really, really lightweight and extra pointy, and I've already measured them against my face before I did this makeup, so I knew roughly how much space I had to play with. So the idea is to apply a small amount of spirit gum to the underside of this small part of the moustache, and then stick them both down right under my nostrils, and then hold them in place for a few seconds until they stick. So there we are, one moustache, which is really amusing me that it moves when I talk. I love that. So then I was going to do some detail on the forehead, but to be honest, the hat is going to cover that, so I'm going to leave that area blank. So then the final step is to pop in some contact lenses, pop on a costume, and I do believe we're done. And there we go. That's my look, officially complete. So I'll finish the look off by popping in 2 white contact lenses that I got from camoeyes.com, and that link will be in the description bar below. And I popped on this fabulous Waluigi costume that I got from Amazon. And yeah, so that's my look complete. I really hope you all enjoyed this makeup. I can honestly say I had so much fun doing this makeup. It's so silly and colourful, and I had so much fun. I just love doing character makeups, especially when they're so over the top and flamboyant. It's just great. So I really hope you all enjoyed this makeup. Hopefully I did the character justice. Hopefully you like my take on Waluigi. And thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye fluffies!